Nature has shown humanity the way, and now, in a manner that's nothing short of fascinating, we are learning how to follow and replicate exciting advances through technology. You probably didn't realize how futuristic the world has already gotten. So in today's video, we will highlight some of the most incredibly amazing and cutting-edge robots that really exist in the world. Robotic animal family developer in Germany, Robotic Festo seems to be expanding in an intriguing way. The company is currently presenting a large number of new robots, such as the butterfly robot, amongst other animal-inspired robots you would see later in this video that are characterized by all of the ease and grace that these creatures are known for. The weight of each butterfly is 32 grams after a single charging session that lasts for 15 minutes. It comprises 2 servos, a pair of tiny batteries, and a shell that was created using a laser. The flight of the butterflies is incredibly spectacular to see, and they may flap their wings for roughly 4 minutes at a time. The butterflies are part of a larger system that consists of 10 high-speed infrared cameras that have been set in a room where the butterflies flutter about. They monitor the infrared markers that have been attached to the robots and send the data they collect to the central computer in real time. It explains how the butterflies' flight patterns are being coordinated in space. These bionic butterflies are so lifelike that it's almost impossible to tell them apart from their natural counterparts in the rooms where they fly. Next is a swarm of ants that are capable of interacting with one another. When the firm was developing this masterworks, they paid attention not just to their physical features but also to their behavioral qualities. The ants communicate with one another in order to plan all of their moves and behaviors. Each one is 13 centimeters long and carries a radio model on its abdomen. This radio model is used to coordinate the processes being carried out. It has a 3D stereo camera in its head, which gives it the ability to see, and an infrared optical sensor has been fitted underneath it, which enables it to track its movement. 2 batteries are able to give up to 40 minutes of work for the wireless ant, and they may be recharged in the dock with the assistance of their antenna. Following these miracles are the robotic seagull and dragonfly that are both capable of flight, much like their real-life counterparts. In 2012, the seagull was created, and in subsequent years, a dragonfly that is able to hang in the air just as well as its natural counterpart was produced. All of the intricacies of the dragonfly were created on a 3D printer, and you can use your smartphone to operate this technological masterpiece. And of course, the developing firm had earned its respect and gained a competitive advantage in the market for the development of flying drones thanks to the miracle advancements. These fully functioning prototypes have become a basis for research and development on the technologies necessary for flying and hovering in the air. Of course, in the modern day, Boston Dynamics is working on the construction of artificial creatures. This is similar to Skynet from the Terminator saga. Their dog robot was initially designed for military purposes, but it was so clumsy and primitive in its actions that later they created a robot cheetah that gallops at 45 kilometers per hour. This is a little faster than the world record speed of Usain Bolt. The 4-legged robot that is now being created at the request of the United States military is able to pursue and destroy anyone on the planet. The new robot has the appearance of a giraffe that has been crossed with a dog around the size of a medium-sized dog. It can run, walk, sneak up on you while crouching, as well as effortlessly climb the stairs and bring you a drink when you ask for it. It does your house cleanup, dump waste into the trash can, and put dirty dishes into the dishwasher. When fully charged, it is capable of working for up to 90 minutes, during which time it could clean the home, collect waste, and even tease its owner. The sensor that is linked into the robot provides it with the ability to maneuver in space and effectively complete the task that has been given to it. Kangaroo robot. The kangaroo robots that make up the bionic kangaroo's central nervous system function as a mechanism of replication. It makes use of the energy rays collected from a previous jump in order to assist it in making another jump. Without this process, real kangaroos become weary of jumping very rapidly and are unable to do it for an extended period of time. This invention makes use of springs that store mechanical energy during the landing and then give it away during the subsequent leap. A bionic kangaroo that measures 1 meter in height and weighs 7 kilos is capable of doing a hop that is 80 centimeters in length and 40 centimeters in height. A pneumatic kilometer is the power supply system that propels it forward. The robot is operated via a specialized bandage that is wrapped over a person's forearm and amplifies their myoelectric impulses. Robot Shark. This autonomous underwater facility is around 1.5 meters in length and weighs up to 45 kilos, much as a real fish would. The movement and direction of the robot shark are both controlled by the tail, and because of its fish-like movements, it is extremely difficult to differentiate it from the backdrop of actual marine fauna or at least separate it from the background of real marine fauna. It is able to swim in the air and dive to great depths. The robot shark can also sneak up on an enemy ship and destroy it while she's there. It can also repair a ship and spy on other vessels. Underwater robot snake. The purpose of this mechanical snake is to conduct upkeep and repairs on a variety of mechanisms that are located on the seafloor, mostly those that are located on oil platforms. It is able to take the role of expensive autonomous underwater vehicles, easily wriggling into spaces that bulky robots are unable to access. Fishes act as habitats and regulators of the environment in underwater environments. Are you trying to figure out the most effective way to reduce the amount of pollution in the water? One, you could take samples, bring them to a laboratory, and analyze them, or you can use a specially designed robot in the form of a fish that will float in the water and check the purity of it. Doesn't it just sound awesome? At a test that was carried out in the harbor of the Spanish city of Giljan, the robot fish participated in the experiment. It was used to determine how efficiently they are able to evaluate the level of water pollution and assist in identifying the primary sources of pollution in the water. Robot spider. When discussing the robot spider from the very beginning, it is important to point out that a 3D printer was used to produce the model of the spider. The propulsion system is built within each paw, combined with the servomotors, which number 3 in each. The finished product is a system that enables straightforward control of the movement of flexible plastic and enables effortless coordination through a control panel. Robot cook. Although this isn't animal-inspired, it is really an invention so awesome that it has the potential to become one of your favorites in the future. A human-like robot that can make a variety of dishes wouldn't be much of a handicap in the kitchen. This technological masterpiece has 2 hands that have been linked over the hop and are capable of using any kitchen equipment in a precise manner that replicates the motions of a human. During its presentation, the robot spent barely 30 minutes cooking soup for the attendees. Notable aspects of the system include the fact that it can be operated by a smartphone and that it pulls recipes from the internet. At the same time, the robot chef is able to replicate the motion of a human cook's hand as seen on film. And in the version that will be available for sale, there will be a storage space and refrigerator where the ingredients for cooking will be kept, and the robot will be responsible for loading the dishwasher with dirty dishes. And in order to avoid frightening people with a Robocop-like machine that moves its blades in a variety of directions at a high rate of speed, the designers of the robot chef have purposefully designed it to move more slowly than a typical human. Chip is the name of this artificial puppy. It is amazing because it has wheels that are the same form as the original on the outside of the paws. These wheels allow the robot puppy to travel on a variety of surfaces, including smooth, slippery, tiled, and carpet. Accelerometers, gyroscopes, infrared sensors, and other types of sensors are packed into the architecture of the cyber dog, which allows it to have a high level of electronic intelligence and inventiveness. The sensors do an assessment of the illumination as well as other environmental factors. They make it possible for the robot puppy to see, feel, and respond to the touch of its owner, as well as the gesture orders that it is given. Regrettably, Chip was not outfitted with a speech recognition technology and instead included a customized wristband that functioned as a control panel. It enables the cyber dog to identify the host from a distance and comprehend the orders that are sent over the bracelet. These commands, which may include orders like dancing, sitting, and laying down, are among its possibilities. Developers also made an FAS mode available for the toy. After being triggered, the robot dog will start barking angrily at a human, mimicking an attack or an aggressive behavior. It turns out that the robot puppy is really hilarious and fun as well, but it is quite doubtful that a single robot can ever fully replace a real dog. Regardless, the extraordinary nature of these remarkable innovations cannot be denied. They perform an outstanding job, and it clearly gives us an insight in how incredible the future could be.